ne sori so na fe no nsia kasebo abetoa so de amaye ye tena se sabre na onim se ya agudie mu nsem foforo ene aboabo no ayede ebro ba bibia wo bia na dwumadie no ekoso no usu betimi do adwenkyira ba e wo 0241 915555 0241915555 ubetimi do messages e de afa ho a ye benya bre ene adaje ene akenkan mu e de ama saso ena ubetimi de afa Facebook search for Oyerepa Radio on Facebook Oyerepa Radio on Facebook and I say Oyerepa Radio on YouTube e wonyina no odo messages fa ewie ya na nwumre a yatena si ye benya bre ene akenkan mu e de ama so la kwa ba bibia bokode
boss na me adum bibia e fine
na ne be kwa mono ne
Dabi
yenkwa mono ne
Dabi yenko o say ye kan we jani gum
yenkwa mono ne solo si yenkwa mono ne
ya me na me house say he sporting director obada bay ofri he nationality e say and the information ni nyina adam anim
okay
information ni nyina adam anim
okay nti so na yenkwa mono ne
Dabi na yenkwa mono ne
okay all right
me won sem mienu bia me ka kiro e fa mono ne nsem no men kan ni sisi
ene kan sisi
Switzerland omu training base I was San Diego omu koje ye no ya marke pitch no ne areas no said etie na area back no marke ni snake area na omu de omu nim say be snake I dey beautify ho ne ade but yes omu share training ase no
awo na epp
omu say awo no epp omu e dangerous one person omu relocate omu free San Diego training no
Switzerland for
okay senka visa benya image ne da ho ya marke boss eni
okay
on omo page
baby ya marke no
baby ya marke ni snake area no say ho na akoya abotan nwura bisa
yes
emofo so omo the snakes omo the beautify ho ne amone nanamo you see dangerous vipers be guam na anim no Switzerland for ne say Sunday I go training pitch we nko na akade a omo ko
okay
ko na omo say omo first day at training go be me ensa na be ne nanam enchenche honom za akoe
okay
but say Africa a best referee ne so who issue e wona ni
America World Cup referee ko anya visa
so unta referee no Somalia for countries na America ban omo travel ban nti the country no emma no diplomatic passport
senko vanko
diplomatic passport anko betumi de akọ but odru ye still na wantumi enwura America ti say asa packing is home referee we all can referees FIFA yom zo mko di World Cup enye say bi okwa akohwe bi o but America for man visa wantumi anko a o say back to Somalia Africa best referee new Champions League final last season on the DU
sir
oh yeah afi the crimes on the DU
wow
yes intino issues e wo hono no unsa elia ona Iraq for team photographer so ono so kwa America yes e manenko e ma ono so ye sake no ma okofie enti ese ope omo a e deny omo visa to America enye nipa hunu bi akwaba no mo ye team officials we officials a FIFA for so omo konkodi World Cup no America for so omo nwuram ye di Iraq for omo national team no team photographer and so a referee out free Africa or the first referee of free in Chrome Somalia and Kokodi World Cup PB your friend Umar Abdul Kadir Artan went to me uncle into a new issue back when so a free hoba boss I tura kwa juma Slovan Bratislava
I saw a class of Bobo hoping
and they mean to mean
check my mass or Bobo hoping
okay all right Akwaje Juma is on the new head coach.
Okay.
We am komoka krebi ampese.
Otete ho.
Medema wansana.
Ene kwa said yes ya no.
Yeah.
Samemo anyinum no World Cup nyum no. Ka mame nyinu sum free ho.
Okay.
Quick. Yan twintwen so.
So we there 4 days and 5 days.
3 days more. 3 days more. 3 days more to the World Cup.
Okay.
Unse World Cup abakose musulu.
Yeah.
You a lot of comebacks or World Cup.
Okay.
But you know you pensuase.
Sure.
You know you pensuase.
Yeah.
And you twitwa so na yaba Asante Kotoko.
Yeah, di Kotoko
director of football.
Director of football.
Director of football. Mr. Stanley Paul Menzo.
The dinner the emi the past Stanley Menzo.
Yes. Unse obo ayaso.
You see the early years of Johan Cruyff.
No obo ayas. Ayas team na a J Cup Winners' Cup Europe. Eto asu 2.
Okay.
Esa beji UEFA Cup. Omo je no 92, 93.
Yeah.
Aha. Ona na yo mo first choice goalkeeper.
Yes. Yes. So over 3.
But mo run 95 season no.
Na yet.
And Edwin van der Sar.
Ebe 2 no.
Ebe 2 no.
But Edwin van der Sar bo osua van der Sar sua nema bebre Stanley Menzo.
Aha. Oko the history of Dutch football. Once your goalkeepers be from sweepers.
Yeah.
Aha.
Omo a te say Manuel Neuer mo star ni.
Aha.
Omo ye bobo ni bia omo act as a last defender.
Aha. Nti visa wo de be World Cup song ne mame na ye ba ye be ba be di eye Owura Stanley Paul Menzo ene Asante Kotoko no as eye director of football.
Yeah.
Na ensemble be wo ho asolu ye de ebe ka ho. Wo na ne ye exams a wonye smart.
Oh,
so ka say me ye exams bi.
Oh, there be say no there. Me hu ye exams na me hu say. Nipa no ba no. Say wo busa me say. Say emfa ne say Ghana ni bi ekwo no ama no ne. Na okosi akan de ma foreign country bi a still ye Ghana ni ana. And I'm say once I was see akan de ama sa country in the
na so
tuntuma in football terms no e honum na ofiri. Enti ma me hu say nipa no either say oye African sana na ma adwen me. Oye African but e bi ekwo na abrochiri. Na hand me.
And e che mebusa o say. Virgil van Dijk ofiri hen.
I'm so Obama Netherlands.
And I see him no free. Nambusa mebusa o seed off.
Ubusa me seed off na busa me Ghana Gerard Boateng also.
The mebusa Virgil van Dijk.
Okay.
Nsa Virgil van Dijk ko Suriname ni. Seed off ye Suriname.
Na and you say
Edgar Davis Suriname.
Denzel Dumfries mu nyina honom free.
Mu nyina.
Tuntumfo na. So say Suriname no aye ne ho te say island bi e hye Netherlands ni mu. I say kro omo South America. But don't say omo enchini free ho no muti no.
Say about slave trade na.
Say nka say wo say nka UK say nka e fire e bag ani akofro flight.
Nti me ye wezans bibli but we hu.
The way dey never heading.
O say
never heading.
Last week here dey by say obe land o Ghana Wednesday na amanfo ye.
And then me cry me can be.
Say
we are a production I'm say na Kotoko sporting director ya abelande be 1 week say bi obefo ba akura say nko onyem no na da no mu ni din
na botre say maka che so de nyem nya botre
office
nti odi ebre so bema
yeah
na bibia tutuma me kire o da coach so beba
coach
ai
there be sporting director body he say did 3 days kra was coach landing
de hu na nya sa na che
there was coach landing tem kra say sporting director no Simon because say sporting director no e na eba abeyi coach no ba appointment for her boss appointment room we dey same ene dey same wa kind 3-page document net does mami o
okay and on say confirm
yes
say Owura James Osei Brown susu Joe Shop
okay
oye executive chairman Edema Asante Kotoko eno so yemfa ntudwa say Owura James Osei Brown Joe Shop
all right
oye executive chairman Edema Kumase Asante Kotoko
eno so ye
nti on sen kakra me catch us say bedru me bi na so man first you so
let's say CEO ma
nze
executive
eno so fedi aha
CEO bi ama
nti Owura James Osei Brown
okay
executive board chairman
of
Asante Kotoko and as executive chairman of Kumasi Asante Kotoko ni nyina ewa ha ibedi ho enkomo ewo dwumadi su eti soro same emfa World Cup nyum ni ntum yenko baba sha meba no so mo questions bi baba Suadama ena yede eye World Cup diary ebo bibia babia wo bia. They say aka na makoma yensa 3 days more na eye World Cup no shas ye first game eye Mexico ni South Africa. Say ebre di kan ni a African country be ekọ World Cup solo. Say the game obebo no majority of African countries enter na chi. South Africa.
Oh yes. Because of Niemane
yes, yes. It is South Africa say the assemble to omo. Ye wonsuo ne ye wonsuo o ye pensuo ni nsuo ye kanfo de ama ba bibia wo bia.
Yes.
Se bomode ma wonsa entimi enkabi. Na unyo ye pensuo a utum se ene de wanom ne mre bi atwam no nsonsunye wo mu. Difference ne so esan so ye pensuo e kwan ye fa so ye no no. Nsuo bia ne we Ghana ha a omunya adaje eye nse Oyerepa ntina dane da yetena se ne edi ho adanse e de akiro se Oyerepa ani nsuo a eso obomoden ema wonsa etimi kabi na se de bia solo yeguso aye bo amanfo nkaye no se water is life they say you water na free ho
yeah
and de Oyerepa is life ababe hye ho nipa bia woti asase so mo be sori anopa ekopem se udu tibesa to sum yeso abeda nwumre no wanum suo kura no nsuo bottle so loketo ano eso num enum anansia
okay
na nsuo no so obenum aye enum anasensia no hwese ye Oyerepa nsuo na wonum ntinei ye kanfo Oyerepa nsuo e de ma bibia se bomoden na nya bi nanom solo ehin na se number bay na manfo fra ombeti nya Oyerepa nsuo ni bi ato
Oyerepa nsuo number no eye 0539 596 165 0539 596 165 ana say ye de ani chemu otano so ya santoa senior high school en hwe ni mu ho no ma ho ena Oyerepa nsuo ye factory kese no nsuo dodo bia ope ato bia no ba ye ho a ye obebre ho a ye be ma obi na wo de akọ e wo se fie nsuo nsuo e wo fie no ye Oyerepa nsuo adwumam nsuo a wonom Oyerepa nsuo school na wokwa nsuo a wose wode kɔ ne Oyerepa nsuo dwumadie bi a wodi bia no Oyerepa nsuo ɛna ɛyɛ ɛdema esan sɛ Oyerepa nsuo ɛyɛ krogen
solo yemkoso ene ye will come back
okay
in the history of the World Cup
all right
say obi ahye obi na de ahye no edu stage bi obetete kana ya ahye no de akọ win game no eno na football me friend say come back
okay
so unim say 6 of the first 7 World Cup finals omomoji World Cup ni nyina no mu firi chiri ene be win games no na so mu nyina mo ye come back
okay
6 out of the first 7 winners of the World Cup inti yemo bosoyin 1930 Argentina and Uruguay final no mo boy no Uruguay fechiri ene be sha Argentina ni take lead ansa na Uruguay ebete a winning game no 1934 Czechoslovakia and Italy Czech take lead kane Czechoslovakia and the yachichim I Slovakia ni nkure ka ho ansa na Italy bete ahye Czechoslovakia 1954 Hungary and West Germany Hungary take lead ansa na Germany betete na solo omotime win final game no 1958 e was Sweden take lead ansa na Brazil e betete etimi age World Cup no 1962 eno so sa e wo Chile Czechoslovakia e take lead ansa na Brazil betete ahye wo mo 1966 ewo England and Germany and a ball final and no so no Germany take lead and sana England ebetete etimi ahye enti solo first 7 World Cup finals a boy no countries makuma kunsia a omoje out of the 7 no eno na maboso yi Uruguay, Italy, Germany, Brazil and England enti 1930 1934, 1954, 1958, 1962, 1966. Na yeka comeback aboko sema. Okay, see ye did World Cup die no hon komo ye di tuja say. the highest scoring game in World Cup history echoes between Switzerland and Austria. So okay, the highest scoring game in the history of the World Cup echoes between Switzerland and Austria, 1954, 7-5.
Okay.
Austria winning by 7-5.
There's a 12 goals.
Yes, it's only the highest scoring game in the history of the World Cup. 12 goals in the PM.
Okay.
Now, that game na cost 1954 between Switzerland and Austria. Na a quarter final game. Na a quarter final. Before Ansana, Austria ebe titi kanama game na cost 7-5 no. So look, hana esa uchro. You bought 20 minutes of the game. 20 minutes of the game. Na Switzerland ashe 3 na Austria TV 3-0.
And on better yes.
7-5.
Wow.
Inti yensan ko 1966. North Korea and Portugal. And she bo game ni no na Portugal share 5 ama North Korea at 3. Portugal 5, North Korea 3. Now before Ansana, Portugal be show mo 5 goals no. Na North Korea ateki 3 goals lead. 1966. In the history of the World Cup no, Portugal and Austria and they share the record for the biggest comeback in the history of the World Cup. Omu nyina no, omu be comeback na show mo 3-0. 3-0. Yes. Into 3 days more to the World Cup no. The biggest comeback victory in the history of the World Cup no, Portugal and Austria and Austria in 1954 against Switzerland and then Portugal in 1966 against North Korea. Omu nyina no na show mo 3-0. And no and the biggest comeback in the history of the FIFA World Cup. It's 3 days more to the World Cup no. So lo aha and you didn't no AC. Or depends your number in here.
0539 596 165. 0539 596 165 or your pencil number will be free. Now what Joe the Edia Kofi no.
Okay. Enti solo yanko yanim na fe yemfa World Cup nyom no enjita. On your radio, Oyerepa Radio. On Facebook, Oyerepa Radio. On YouTube, Oyerepa Radio. Yebefie na yabedi enkomo ewofie. Baba sha akwaba.
Boss me Joso.
Bibi aboko de. Na sporting director na wuti ni din asese wa moto sa no. Ah baba o. Ena wa moto sa no.
Boss.
Baba.
We put you.
O ya ma shew.
Boss.
Oh kanokre.
Boss.
Baba o kanokre.
Player bi ho. So I mean, the friend king kwa.
If you play any king kwa, obo position be.
3.
O dey be say we do goalkeeper. We obo no goalkeeper.
Me chere say. Me chere say. Player bi wo so I mean. Pio lo akoda no no. Ala you go try no, but pio lo akoda no. Boy the friend king kwa.
Na so nya de.
Basa enkosi aga.
Baba enyomo mo de ba na ehu.
Kotokofo timidi league. no the call if you ho even body omudi pia me ro bu fi ho but ye huna bro ya tie bro
we nya kabje
see you ye huna bro
sporting director
ya tie bro
na say director of football na director of football they want director of football what be the okotoko
we ba be ferry da for ye na ba fo
baba enyoma board ni yen ehu
be say omudi cap ko fi ho a omo say ye huna bro
yo ya tie
bro omudi atato ye pe grafo de ba ha ni bi
de bi asem
de grafo de ba fi anu bi ni e pe
yo
masa da fo ye na ba fo
yo
besi piolo akoda no obono material fe ni kenken kwa
okay enti Asante Kotoko Sporting Club appoints Stanley Powell Menzo as director of football. Officially, Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Eyi Owura ani din ede Stanley Powell Menzo as director of football. Into the first appointment by Asante Kotoko board no. Owura ani din ede Stanley Powell Menzo. Oye Suriname ni.
Grovu ye diso.
O say.
Pero ko support de diso.
Adede ne besi.
What's that? Grovu ro.
Nti esa we joining on the show. Ye be di juma bebre.
Okay.
De afa Owura Stanley Powell Menzo. Former player de ma Ayas. Wada Ayas pen. Wada PSV. Eindhoven so pen. Nti okọ Netherlands.
Enye France.
Okọ Netherlands. Ebrena no about the PSV Ayas no. Na Ayas on top of world football.
Ene no mum retwam.
Ba sa bre no ene yeka. Nti solo meko solo ho na Asante Kotoko release omode ba bonten no. Solo etimi ebiebiem de ache ne tiefo ene yahwefo. Nti de wo betie ne ho asem sese on the screen so no.
Yes.
Owura Stanley Powell Menzo ono ena ene Asante Kotoko no as director of football. Over 62 years. Na Asante Kotoko de omo football operations nyina de ashenensa. Ti solo yenti
deputy ana.
Yankoso.
In further efforts at rebuilding Asante Kotoko Sporting Club, the board of directors has appointed Mr. Stanley Powell Menzo as the director of football for the club, effective immediately. The appointment forms part of the club's long-term strategy to strengthen its technical leadership, modernize its football operations, and restore the Porcupine Warriors to the summit of domestic and continental football. The 62-year-old Dutchman joins the Porcupine Warriors with one of the most impressive football resumes ever associated with the club. Himself a distinguished football manager and an accomplished former professional goalkeeper, he spent 10 full seasons as a player at AFC Ayas, where he made more than 300 official appearances and won 9 major titles. Mr. Menzo was regarded as one of the first goalkeepers capable of contributing as an outfield player, a forward-thinking, ball-playing philosophy that helped shape the modern game. He was a full international for the Netherlands at the FIFA World Cup in Italy in 1990, and at the European Championship level, he was a key player in the AFC Ayas team that won the 1986-87 European Cup Winners' Cup and the UEFA Cup in 1992. He also played for such great clubs as PSV, Liège and Bordeaux, among others. The new director of football for Asante Kotoko SC went on to build an extensive management career across 3 continents. His coaching journey has included FC Volendam, SC Kambu and Liège in Europe, Ayas Cape Town in South Africa, Beijing Guan in China, and the national teams of Aruba and Suriname. He was in charge of the Suriname national team in their just ended World Cup campaign. He also served as goalkeeping coach of the Netherlands national team under Marco van Basten in 2004. In his new role, Mr. Menzo will assume responsibility for the club's overall football direction, including technical strategy, player recruitment and retention, youth development, and the alignment of the academy and senior structures into a single coherent football identity. He will be responsible for all technical matters of the club until the appointment of a substantive head coach for the senior side. Mr. James Osei Brown, the executive chairman of Asante Kotoko Sporting Club, has maintained that, in quote, Stanley Menzo brings a rare combination of elite playing experience, proven leadership, and genuine global perspective. His footballing philosophy aligns with the standards and ambitions of this great institution, and we are confident that his expertise will help us build a sustainable winning structure of which our supporters can be proud. We are thrilled to welcome him to the club. This is according to Mr. James Osei Brown. Speaking on his appointment, Mr. Menzo said, "It is an honor to join a club of the stature and history of Asante Kotoko. The passion of the supporters and ambition of the leadership made this an easy decision. I look forward to working with the technical team, the players, and the entire Kotoko family to build something special and to compete for the trophies this club deserves." The entire Asante Kotoko family, nationwide and abroad, warmly welcome Mr. Menzo to Kumasi. Further details regarding his backroom structure and the technical plans for the forthcoming season will be communicated in due course. Signed, A.K. Osei Owusu Esquire, Secretary to the board. Boss, Tiawa, we are born a tofa. Asante Kotoko say, ene ebnadei, ene joadei, June 8, 2026. Oma Pao, Urani Ding Ede Menzo Stanley Per se onomeye club ono sporting director. Ne ka sporting director Jumedia Obedina. Omu chiremu a se ono ena ebehwe director of football, yes. Say any sporting director difference be any. Director of football. Ono na ebehwe Asante Kotoko. Ye ka philosophy obo mu a. Se kwan ya Kotoko be fa so abobo. Say youth development, say junior team Igbo. Ono na ebehwe ama junior team no eba senior team no omu bo obi ombe bo bia no obe kekensi ani si we dey free ha na eba sa anti ni jumadi a oba abedi na owura ya pa ni oye owura bia I see a kind ama Ajax Amsterdam, we see a kind ama PSV Eindhoven wa boa ama Ajax agi European trophy wa boa ama Netherlands e World Cup omotimi akonkoden na omusi jumadi pi no adi time and other go oba coaching mu wabo as goalkeeping coach kra Edeman Netherlands team no under Marco van Basten ofiri ho no oyeso oye coach no wa coach SC Kambu wa coach Lies wa coach Volendam enso ewo Netherlands manima owo experience pa ebase e mobo na yensan coach wanya over 300 official appearances say o mobo pa ma Ajax no abo more than 300 na time and obo Ajax ne so oboa mo jinku amakomako enkro nyanso onye goalkeeper ketwa na wasensua de abeti coaching na se ehu coaching ni mu enu nti ene aye kasei Kotoko bobo ni nyina panyin pa obehwe ball ehu nsem nyina no ye de show re insa na obedi dwumadie na kopim se ye be fa coach aba na coach no abehwe ball ne so na onu akodi ni dwuma a chese ohwe football operations ne so na intimprempren di owura yi ena behwe ball ni nyina so na wabra ye yi na kire no ena executive board chairman Mr. James Osei Brown edi tudwa say owura ya fa ni yes Stanley Menzo yi ye say wabobo no enya experience no ena wosan ye obi asa odi ni di bibia ni mu a wasa di dwumadie ewo various positions are well leader are successful and a baso pa say ye chese ball bono e wiase afana ba bia say ye hwe ball bono na ye coach ni enwura no ni nyina ye dwumadi a wadi ama ni nyina atumi akọ enkan na ye se ne football philosophy no se kwan a ono obeye coach kwan a no oda go ofa so da ne kwan ofa so we coach no ene Asante Kotoko no ebemben esepa intino mkofa ne se omrana yes o say una de bobo say his footballing philosophy aligns with the standards and ambitions of this great institution.
Okay.
Yes.
The standard and ambition.
Yes.
Yes.
Say standard and here baby akotoko wo. Any owura ne so kwan ya wafa so abobo akochi no. Any kotoko de ne sese eben. Any ani so ade hu na si na ni so ne kotoko de no. Eno so ye pe.
Ne na ma kotoko ko fa no.
Ko fa no say oh. Papa ye pesi wo fufuo. Ono so sebi obanche ne body ofie. Enti se be wo fufuo ne ye pe obi obanche ne body de a ene owura menzo bra.
Fa de be kan.
Fa obanche ne body en bra. Ne so ye mfa wo fufuo ye nkwan ni. Eno ana asante kotoko kan. No owura ne so kasa no se nani agye pa se oba be ye adwuma e de ama asante kotoko. No se kotoko na bako se me da ho. Ene kotoko ne kese ye no. Eno ka hu bi ene oba be gi dwumadie no. No se achitafo ne kura titru kwan a omu yi omakomam edi asante kotoko boboku na chi no omu ta asante kotoko boboku na chi no ogidie se dwumadie we eye dwumadie a esefata eso oba ebeji eye se de be ye obeboa apagya asante kotoko boboku no no omu agigi nkruwa e wo Ghana Africa eni wiase afana ba bia owura ye friend Stanley Per Menzo ono ne nsɛm a ɔde atudwa na ye krata ne bɛkɔ no ɛna krata ne se de papa yi na hwɛ so na emre kakra edi anim yi ɔmo bɛkyerɛ ɔmo ba bɛka owura ne ho ɛne no ayɛ adwuma ɛwɔ asante kɔtɔkɔ
na sɛ metie deɛ wo kan yi a
yes
na sɛ baabi a owura no onya ne nteteɛ
yeah
ɛne nim deɛ firi no
yeah
na sɛ ofiri the school of total football
saa pepepe tiki taka
total football go Johan Cruyff akochi ne pen
apeke
enti Zaka kwa ba
keeper na unim pass ya start pack wonyama
untimi pass ya
pack obako
okay
because he is a student of passing from the back na say e bana e shati ni videos na onu na keeper ojibo oje no atwon
Tinesu keeper na eba.
Ti unin se nde asba ye ken we goalkeeper okotoko dada na unin pass ya pa ko nyama because we there he is a student of total football omuna total football no ye dey almost start here
yeah
Ayas
ozo mo ka so maka philosophy ni nyina o fa free ayas
yes nti ono te o total football na se
wa bobi no wasua
nti o the coach o believe in total football na eba then they will use players who also want to play total football.
Tinese no. Enko ba se player bia
Debi.
Na oba. Esa wo ye player be fit into the philosophy of the club.
Yes.
Style of play no esa wo fit in.
Okay. You run a pass.
And as I say so almost say Oba no. Kotoko senior team no ball on be bono. Sa na junior team ni so be bo. Omo the philosophy ni free so ho no makofom.
Okay.
Enti se chene bi e fa kotoko losin chema no free nkwada nim so omra senior team ni ma Oba no nim telepathy ni dada ko philosophy na wa ha de champion for no na e che nkra no to no be wura ma peke
Iti ode Ayas no ena eba kumase okay
baba sha wo se no nti wuti no
kotoko boy akwara foforo e ti tie dia no ma no
Baby, baba ene born sane ye no. Ene born sane ye no.
French for the people am di no aba akubi.
Sa ye beba so. Ye beba so. Solo style of presentation is just excellent. He's just super. I'm out of Kumasi, but I have a gift with me. He has a gift with me when I come back. Regards to Baba Shai. We ifri nana bewa ena ode we ede aba nti Bright eso di free Italy o se boss solo pekasa o nti solo eno ya kakra wo de aba aha se wo ne nyoma bebre am hu se wo ye research office wo
na me ye research
nti obeti de no so aba batudwa
hu se ade ba ko pa
ba wo ni profile ne dia a huge appointment de makotoko
hu se krata nim kra no
tokofo ne se before like obi best strategy ma Kotoko there me Kotoko have ever appointed a coach and the CV
and everybody it will be all called the technical area.
Yeah.
Almost 30 or letter anymore.
Sir,
almost 30 or letter. Almost 30 say ni CV. Almost 30 ni resume by a can CV.
Yeah.
CV or day banner. A so change CV bia regards to say yefa coach and I say yefa technical
be about the technical area of the club.
Ebi meto hoda CV or day banner ye CV so change obi a wa be adwuma e was area hono.
62-year-old Dutchman joins the Porcupine Warriors with one of the most impressive football resumes ever associated with the club.
When the profile from the playing days in the say I know them pa. Inti director of football Edema Asante Kotoko. And Baba Sisi Wabano ni din ede Stanley Menzo.
If you know in Kachum
was not the way na okano. Yes say adia papa no ye adia wo ho pa ne say or build possessive based teams. Say yes team bi o coach bia no. Uhu say omo kutabo na pepa possession
total football.
Yes. And yes say adia ba akoso anani e wo ho pa ye technical football. Ope players omo ye very technical. Our the ombe juma. Yes, so say developing young players, especially what Kambu honey vola them hono. Nkwada be bre. Efanins. Kwada be bre no atetium.
Okay. I feel Matthias here.
Ono no oba say na senka we kra bi enyeska sema. Yes, so be oji dwumadi na otimi san act otimi san goalkeeping coach. At the mount.
Aside of director of football no.
Yes, so a modern goalkeeping coach like a case moderner. Because be our coach Netherlands. Why part of our technical team under Marco van Basten as goalkeepers trainer no. Yes, so a modern goalkeeping coach.
Okay.
And our face yes, so was strong tactical organization.
And we're very disciplined.
Discipline in the own family here pa. Okay. Yes, was our international experience.
Yeah. No international links.
Or exposure to elite European football.
Today we saw one of the links, you know. Because for ESPN to announce the head coach of Asante Kotoko,
the director of football,
of Asante Kotoko, actually the links that he has, and how well he's connected. Well, such, you know, ESPN will not intibida Kumasi.
Yeah.
This is the first time you say local team.
The year can you now in profile. I was starting say Oye player.
Yeah.
And now for Okoye coaching, and your ma why you want some near can. And no, and now I'm a Kotoko from Penny for Kofano. Now, on the last week, na make can see me with the Mamefa and your opinion into her. Like it too. And your ma, Mattie. Make and your ma Mattie. And then she share Kotoko board we won. Say by 5 years. Na baby on beso mudi Kotoko druno. Omo ntimi afenra. Minim da Kotoko ne be bi.
No, me I'm privy to the last mekan about the Nyama the
minim board for anam panyifo be kokko for maba. Omudi Kotoko no baby e wosisi no mbesi sane biem.
No, I
enyomo omo peso omudi gu akwam nyanyoma ketwa wo.
There's a development plan.
Chese omo ye ni nyina pa dia. And idea ba ko say they are not in a hurry to win instantly.
Because the message is clear. Say everybody. I'm sure say if we papa na be drew we are the message that you now go supporters no. Say be support the Bianco then be Bianco say na Kotoko win there be. The next message will be we are now burdened from the scratches. You be see team no from ase e dey abasoro. To be a nyawotre. See a honomo no. If this message comes out, support only moral rights. You know, say share there be a gradual process. Honestly, me can cry farm or someone. You see, they are ready to spend to get what they want. You infrastructure and company, you know, the matter they are from assuming about. I don't go that, you know. They are from assuming. Jibo, the big things that they want to do at Adogoda channel. Jibo, so when you support no na
ebe hia botre from the supporters. On said bia me ka say baby a team na be do sese no. Say koba se da bia no one season bi enwini na omo lay proper foundation a. Oba wini one season. Now for the next 3 seasons the team dey struggle. Because wo dey ahon pepre.
Yes.
Te say amanfo dan e won kan e ne nsuo to ana hrum na yi dan na free ho no. Onya asase na wodimirika. Wanya botre anye search. Ahwe ba bi asase ne wo no. Se nsuo to ase ne site se nsuo to dan se na esi no. Be ye nyoma ni bi ese encourage Ghanaian clubs to do it. Enye say ye kan che se oba ya obema resource. But at least wo bi a owo nimdi a oba establish bibi. Ene wo hwe ni CV e da ho ya. Anya hwe kura no nim say obe develop a style of play. Ewa Asante Kotoko. There will be a certain connection between the youth team and the senior team because the profile na say ni CV ni chere and our experience why be pain.
No, it's
Enya one season here prese yenye cap. Na 3 seasons na ateko.
Now, the
Omunle foundation ya fi peja ne kakra ne peja wi a. Unim say the next 10 years Kotoko be compete at the top.
There's one part here about Abotre, and how he wants to build a team. And one, Usha clearly in his new role, Mr. Menzo will assume responsibility for the club's overall football direction.
Yeah,
including technical strategy. So,
when him say over the weekend, mpanyifo no kwada kojache. C'est Sunday, c'est Saturday no. C'est na papa ekura kan ho. Yes, omo kwada kojache. Omo free ho no. Omo do mani kire oboase. Na oboase story no, me de be ma wo kina. De nti omo ko oboase no. Eye the project aboard ne person omo ye no. Eye huge. And they will need the support of the supporters.
No, you see, me the team obi a follow me bia no. Me I'm always for good development. We are the when Togo was doing events improvement, you were born about so pa, you born about so pa, because the scan of the cool or do as a project in the born about so pa. You mean mate this board every year and planning to do the development plan they've on my strategize on the about one thing about a year in some years I did you know. You would handle any supporter who misbehave in this supposed to be able to misbehave. I didn't you put him at the proper place.
Oh, Debbie.
Would I be the idea? We are in for a team.
We bet me about criticizing, which normal. Sometimes we any pazak. Every crowd direction now. We will be so better on us. But any time the misbehave because one they say board for a year woman. Zaki to nuclear woman say. And yes, a sika bi da kotoko kofes mu. E na omo be fa de ye tim no. So atre me chena say. O man na e fa kwan mu de be resist ka. E de a hye e omo project na say.
Exactly. Na coach you obaje be say.
Until I'm using the word.
Me say obaje be say.
Say te say o salary na agino Oyerepa na.
Oh, any.
So atre me chena say. Enti the first thing I see at here say in every football club, and they open so a modernized football club, you need somebody who be designing the DNA of the club.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna be a common say in the football clubs, director of football, sporting directors. So to them say, no ma be designers idea no, e dey ama club no. Nti e free ho no. And no any template club no dey ba be adwuma.
And the best players are we go form on the market. And ATI obi anim say Barcelona.
Yeah.
So or come market say or DM
or type of DM or
it is an open discussion here. As good as Aurelien Tchouameni is, as good as Casemiro, as good as DM, you can mention them. Barca will not sign them.
Yeah. But mom fit into their star.
Their star. enti onkofa no ba wo de because un design a star no o ti se obi epie wa se oni mbo obepe odi mi kana onkofa na ba enti wo hwe ya recently team ba kwa wasafa da saade ne pa o wiase mu Manchester United previously Jibo because no omuni a system omuni a star a strategy and what is Italy big star be Ethiopia they dibika mokofa no omote big star or Germany any akofa na ba Spain any akofa na ba but there's no star so they are not buying players to fit club no style of yes but the last time mokofa a sporting director named Sankufu Bayern so omo transfer you know it has changed now they are buying players to fit into their star. And to say one designer star na jibo boke go de bia.
Nti ade ba ko e de beka ho ne say whilst appointment in ekoso no. Me sure say enche the director of communications so beba. E kwan mfeso mo ye club no. Na it should be communicated to the supporters. Yes. No man who said this is the direction of the club.
Very important.
No more di actually.
It's very important.
Because someone needs to adi hunu no. Say am with proper communication and it should be a problem.
Very important. You see adia obeye bia de bia ora ebetmensa one thing that bona baso pa aye obaye asema o man to supporters team and even when has Asian 4 when he's losing cup games finals and things no kuma say e din because odi kan baye no ana odi kan ma supporters etiase say say me baba ye to munya botre ampa yes now or the two one no edu e dokotoko eje league the only unfortunate thing is that he wasn't around
but no build the foundation
no build the foundation no eti communication is very key o mo moti ase a o de office e sisi a say enye resource nti no o ntimi nko stadium ko tena ase nhwe a o betie commentary o behwe tv was
no ma supporters ni hu o direction on be bomb to support
no some will come so be wa me de tinchina me de u bo hwe the tv so nko stadium no akudi the play the atem because what they are doing now are about to do now no it needs patience abutre ene hia for the process to be successful and yes ni enya abutre na we go back to square fencing 0 once again I like so far me this weekend I was from last week I mean privileged to hear some of the things that now also behind the scene and all the things that they are doing and Jibo we adepa for our clubs say nyamia kotoko de bia kan and has our football will only be great again if say kotoko has a rise here. If these two clubs rise, it will be great once again. Now, I am a day and they say, Jibu, what Kotoko are doing now? And they say, they will go, like, on my feel the shadows of the GFA. Share the board of we. So, they have to behave like a big club. No munto munyo made me say kotokone house oye ni ya unye every bia so be born waje league
mate me da say baba shai
boss
say why di
boss say
atọ so
en top so dey kon 10/10 e mi buza say abrante mo pere dey chenche no
ade
kotokone house nyina eyi tima masa wo be coach ya no pere dey che
we were director of football
oh masa jai e dey ni e be huru we when you see a trio when you are and catch them a trio when you are what one of the say bingo when you say it is easier said than done Tangani the over Borgan the Obacona Tangano Bunguru the Obacona you know when you have yet tinida hey massa but make Gina say me which made one no outdoor a transport yard a Mirabaco Kurango Yami and no ni asem we wish omu good luck na meme ha onyina ne say omu supporters ni gise ni omu nya abotre kotoko supporters die mu chire de giso mu nya abotre kotoko ne ha say instant results
sa abotre wi men kunimdie
abotre wi men
de ese mu miero moti ase ne se mafefo kotoko ne ha mafefo nye omo amono mo Ghana league no
dabi
enyo mo na ye mo standard o so nim sa
aha dreams and media my last 2 years omo ba have ball Champions League Confederation Kumase baba yara VIP ho neza maliki fo no bisa say where is Asante Kotoko el hali su ba ya mo media me bobo the same VIP ho they were accent eti say the weekend ya no Kotoko nye na bobre anybody
dabi wom say football there e do time bia e be ye there 1 season 2 seasons be club be free be babaje by big club there e say the bia behave like a big club enti na make say mon hye munyoma ye
asem ni nyina no
so teme chance mon hye munyoma ye enti ne ya Asante Kotoko akofa director of football unse the concentration nyina ye the football aspect of the club
eba dia say supporters no ebe tia se ma nya abotre wo Kotoko ne ha nyina no se bituma tia nya abotre no otwe honhom dia
nti te se wo baba ahia unya adaje da bia ko radius no na utu supporters ne fo gedu ba bi so adua enyini nweni atenimu o pani ye monu tunsuom ene supporters abane ya ma fa ye ho adwene dise ye nya abotre pa na so wo hwe on paper dia wo hwe abranti ya woni betu TV so a onya bado na sebe ya die akoko bedie ma pese buraba no eno ni asem die akoko bedie ma pese buraba no eno ni asem ti ye be sere omo nya abotre na we dey afi dey say yetine da afi wei bo be wi na kwa na mebo yenti abre na se wo bedi so emfana no nto enkoma yedi
na mami ni aibonte as a tebu abu ya wing ba ko abu min ka say tebu mofo abu such a great man was starting House of Folk as Atichibor ebe TM for House of Folk ebe management member for House of Folk ebe board member I see you for House of Folk later ebe board member of House of Folk on the leading House of Folk Mark Kotoko has Confederation Cup not one a year chairman of House of Folk
see you
Samre no baya ebe je cap on the coy and no coy a board member ya che say adidie so ahini betu no kwa mu a benifo de gbese manchere so uti na nanoma nkrafo na hono Asante mampo ina no
okay
just last week Thursday ya wada tama womo rituals na oma left saying band of drumming no say afibia homo no ya no omo bra say ye montwe ne won kran eso ya omo left band no gbese manche ni ebonte wo de gina ho e perform rituals na no Thursday and no na the Fofia Jota the BCSU gbese manche wo pay reduce the House of Folk masa and na me fra kra utumu say e ho cheki gas state na cheki
and then ekwa na esen ka ja abrabri
gas state na
na ka de ka gbese manche
gas state na cheki House of Folk entire team no masa team no the ring
the famous Tomiokan
when
they see free Ford no ma now say na de bibi besi
me say as ne bofo akwa na bofo akwa nya draw no omo survival omo survival
relegation
na ifi akoye masa papa ishura no so ko sheet ni team sheet ni bra no ko ba Ford no kai masa
Sabre na has Ford ni pia unse memma na pie no
asa we need 2-0 bisa to no kan misi we football god for House of Folk has a lusu ade na botre ufrianko udi information mana masa won phone ni agro to no kan we nipa bia wo kai nipa so emre bia ba se ba kon kan nkran bi o se se papa no wo so when you say she no ache
and then they emfa abre into ne de ja abri ene de o yim
enyagro
Ghana football wo yim
gbese manche me sise na me ye NCC yi no se ko meeting NCC meeting wa Accra oh en fa pompo no odi ka woni omi beba wo na nyame abo amaye no boss I say obi afro VIP na mo di film cry e ba komase ibu nkoko obi bisi tama so wo
konongo
obi bisi umra so wo ko
si bisi wo ja so bisi wo tech
bisi joso
yeah
bisi konongo ya la se bidu pampa so na ka ni patre sanu wo na yi nfo so bi nkretu nwe jan yo be kan wo be kra ni nyame ho no sa na wo de be ko bi amono bu dadabu mre no so a aduro ni ko the 90 year was any dues for House of Folk. The last one cry NCC chairman, he elected and say, oh yeah, NCC chairman. When the NCC members in a call, Bessie Manche, Bessie Palace, I don't know what Chira Coco Jeep or Panis Semishira, any ability. No man the guidelines over for Hassan, I will trade money now or church NCC for. Oh, what penny do so ma House of Folk. House of Folk. The Mahasa Busin in Asha, the Momo Yako, Gas State, the Momo in Asha, the Momo Yako. And then our demand, and then all yes, boss will be here.
Baba,
Boss,
I'm in for Wincham.
my mencha, Chanking Kasumai, Chankasuni, but Piera,
Yamahasa Busan in Aso Yako.
Yako. My support is a movie singing Asha, the Mopia Yako, Gas State, in the title basic form, a Mumina Asha day, and Cram Bushaning in a Mumina Asha day. Now, the Meredo Swan, I do Muye Bian and Tars from 16 regions and all will be represented.
That's it, Baba. Yes.
Doctor Amodankwa.
Baba, that's it. Obed, I'm in Tiwe. Asante Kotoko, finally, I appointed director of football.
Okay.
Stanley Menzo, Mr. Stanley Menzo, 62-year-old Mr. Stanley Menzo as director of football. I'm in Tiwe.
We are starting free Kotoko statement now. Because and when the tram for me, I mean, at the airport here, Babisi. Na yenya wotre edikan apusupusu hungaka. Ranjubo, whenever there is a statement, already so take pay attention to key points within the statement. Na Osia Sante Kodoko club appoint Stanley Menzo as director of football. Now, first word, no, you first sentence, no, emi etim komonasi pa, heady, Now, I say in further effort at rebuilding Asante Kotoko, the director, in further effort at rebuilding Asante Kotoko Sporting Club, the board of directors have appointed Mr. Stanley Permenzo as director of football for the club with immediate, effective immediately. Okay. You will focus on the first 4 words now in Penny 42, John.
In further efforts at rebuilding. Yeah.
So, Asante Kotoko Penny former, we are seeing who say, first, and this is the first major statement coming from this particular Asante Kotoko board, and they are telling the world their vision. Jibo, so may rebuilding. Maybe no many auntie the Zake Kampa. First 4 words, and here a chain comobia in communication, Jibo. Obi introduction is so important to the discussion. So kweti introduction now, why hear discussion? One must say, omo beye rebuilding. Nana menyaje, musmenya santi and say very soon a communication director beba. Because sankrata ye 3 pages here. What penny a friend a year usu or say true ye square. A moon mu breakdown and edge market one. They are indirectly telling us the vision of the Kotoko board. Send American, me person pay attention to the words. The first word, many a rebuilding. Still, still what the first paragraph in Rio or said appointment form parts of the club's long-term strategy. I see a tree break. First paragraph where lawyer need watch on him the mobile. Or see the club's long-term strategy. One can medium term and one can short term.
Yeah.
So to some extent there is a connection between the word rebuilding and the phrase long-term strategy. This a word that sorry abekase. And then about 3 months, you who share me statement, ye be a yan chirimu yam one tiasia. Until I'm saying many just a communication director ever. Because directly and indirectly, this statement, on say Krobisono, ke true statement you yank you, by a hand your true statement you are in here. You must still explain things. But club nan kasa nipa no so ye become webeboa. Because there should be consultation as I say adia kotkuchi teni bian ebebo omomaso. Na wetimi atim komona si yi. Oma kan rebuild no ma boni pa na omode na eba ne din. And oma chess a long-term strategy to strengthen the technical leadership, modernize its football operation and restore the Porcupine Royals to the summit of domestic and continental football. You opinion na Jumano. Me kind statement me who the number of years on the man many ajepa. Because we know any 1 year Juma. But as I say, she must say with an option so on bit me renew. To opinion na Jumana dear Jibo will be from the grassroots level.
Yeah.
And that will even extend to the Kotoko culture on Befano. Any targeter on the Kotoko culture. Now, what is restoring Kotoko? Because you restore Bibia to its domestic and continental level and also common. Considering a discussion. So the first thing out of the first paragraph is the word patience. The first thing is the word patience.
Okay.
Unless say be now other appointment will go contrary to this and the common bit me assessor. But from baby I may maintain the emission. Me who say other appointment cannot go against the idea behind the appointment of the director of football. That is not possible.
So virtually, based on the year can any the ate there, area now will touch no. The appointment you know never.
Until I may say, in common best only if your appointment be maybe at the wording of that appointment is different from this. But me sure say board yam penifua and intimate swing. After going for the brain, ebe decided say the body should be different from baby a brain no and a heart the Jennifer. Me sure. We no director of football na is a car engine. Untimi nkoto Range Rover car engine. Na ade be chen car na ade beba no. Na Toyota Vet. We na say enye yi. Especially yes ane ne wonye obi a woni made a woye. So from where I sit, I don't see that happening. So the Kotoko fans should be ready for a project, a long-term project. That is the first thing they must understand. Intenu kwan so be ever heard the CV of this man and start demanding instant results. We no enka football maker so Kotoko Johan Cruyff. Waba oba benyoni DNA no.
Yeah.
Kotoko Johan Cruyff no. And when Cruyff knew DNA no as a coach, otena se Barca enye se adwuma no. When Barcelona agent Frank Rijkaard kwan no. Jibo. Okachom some ko fa Pep Guardiola instead of Jose Mourinho. So guys, our story, that famous story. Joseph felt that ononko ababasa pain. This is the time for him to come back. Cruyff said there be send yanwini ade ne da ho no. Ese fatawi and sem fatawi. Enti me ti ha say na me hwe no. Me nka se Kotoko will not be competitive. But they are not going to invest their energy so much into the apex, which is the glorified aspect of the game. Yenji kruwa na manfo nka say ye aye adwuma. Ebra na wa ase ne nye. Imprim. That's my point. I'm talking about this season. Unless I'm common no. Ebi am the onbeba ntina me say we na yet say wakoto car engine. So the body ni ba na your body fufuro ebe ka bi fufuro but nipa say be na adwunu mu dot say Kotoko board you onkoto Range Rover engine ko fa picanto so the babisi. So they will not go for the glorified aspect because they want to fix the foundation of the club.
But I'm sure say with this appointment no. Am a lot of hopes.
Oh, this is the way to go. And who be someone say me no my obia.
We got release na the buy na. Say kwa na ma adwene ba ho. Ayi say yi de to so a match.
Other paragraphs so han ke be ko ho nyina. They be ko other paragraphs.
Say the appointment forms part of the club's long-term strategy.
Yeah.
To strengthen its technical leadership, modernize its football operations, modernize.
Yeah. And there is hope. Only thing is that there should be consistency with the project and the appointment. I say one more consistency and by appointment in Umajibo. Na appointment in anyhow. I'd say team also person ball na free actually. No afa keeper bobo free actually. No akofa defenders a omomuji anoma wa agon a. E say wa say ade na wa ha no. Be so to aso fa defenders a omoni ball ne bo. No aba midfielders say ya ade. Now they hihye kwa ni bo say any identity of the team no wo ye. Now the second paragraph talks about the man. Honey here me. Bo no me nto aso. Though the second paragraph vasely describe kwanya no fa so bobo. E hoping here me no. How he used to play. His forward thinking, his ball playing philosophy that shaped the modern game. Now, pick coaches in the world. Pep Guardiola was a deep line playmaker. And from day one, Pep Guardiola, one thing they are growing the coach my position.
Yeah.
Check Enrique background. Check Cesc Fabregas background. Check Antonio Conte. How I know faso yen and yoma. Not sure how faso coach. Now just say Mourinho can say me for Jabi Alonso. So Alonso will be a great coach because of Nyoma of fame. Because Nyoma of fame and they shape your way of thinking and the way you see things. So from the grassroots, from the higher school down to Eneno, it paints a picture. Say, Ayas have been a club that places so much emphasis on youth team, academy, and player development. It has been them from day one, especially when it comes to the Dutch football. Omujidi say, yebetimi afa akwala akyere nade ama na behunu aba be ye panyini a obe ya ade achense de obi akyere na ebe ma kono ma makwa akofa. No Ajibo, the statement beto.
NS for kyere beto aso. Na
follow me.
My main question we himself Silas Osesibi. Was a good evening. I can say that what my darling club Asante Kotoko is trying to do is a step in the right direction. This is the way a modern football club should be run. My concern is this: will the fans and the media allow this vision to grow? Won't they demand Champions League football by the end of 2026-2027 season? Asem Sebe.
You number one. What's the idea? In all the
Zach will videos be about showing Zach
in all the conversation, I've been talking about the communication director of Asante Koroko, and I have my reasons in there. For the vision of the club, no say best sinky, you need somebody to sell it and people to water it. It's an community. You don't allow people to set your agenda for you. You are the best person to evaluate yourself. People have their opinion, but make sure say opinion no I san fa wo ho beba am call for amene ntem a change dem call for deba. So Jibo, personally there is more to it. Statement no talking about how oba align the youth team to the
Nyambo china no you be go deep into the role of director of football.
Yeah. Omuka wo
ni nyina no.
But my point is Jibo, the next announcement as soon as possible should be the director of communication.
Yeah,
because and I'll be very glad say na yen starting him hit you on the agenda.
Positions ni biso we on advertising.
Oh.
Zach Bremo na yen coach 0322494401 0322494771. Koviza Kito, it's time for no balance. Nti Obiamra Zakito, Ebe Chiura, and the Stanley Menzo, Abrano goalkeeper no. A quan of us than the goal no ha.
This is the IAS team that na order. And Oshana, as I make us a goalkeeper no unim pass here. One, Pakonyamako, and answer Sekotoko, Ebahuna, Sonjiboni. Bisa ma anko chika kran di bon hwade ma hanu ko ene chika kran bi we do bia ntwe bi ono na se yanji ball comfortable pass ya be very comfortable obetwun sisi and he passes very well. And in the midst of all these players you quite of us to train players we as a mercy na twetwe and very good reflexes. And Dibu is obia no wonder say because to play in the IAS team, if you are not good passing from the back, you can't play in the IAS team. See, Jibo, Sunday kind of time now. A lot of things that we will say about it.
Yabala in the Sunni near Tiafonia show for Aberdeen Como special birthday. Call at the Ama Mrs. Vera Osei, Mrs. Vera Osei, Visa Fatu screen so mame. Mrs. Vera will say, "We free a kuno Mr. Say, and or say, Yemfa video so now you so happy birthday. It's happy birthday to Mrs. Vera Osei from your husband, Mr. Osei. Nyam kupon shraw na onko so emma onko tenten. Udin ni baby akase free na do asema to aso.
Good evening. Ajagwaja ne mekase free oboaso.
Ajagwaja yenko.
Ye mamoni ajumapa mu magana mani asante. I'm saying a media support of your platform there. My union, I am yes, sure. Your best yes, supporters, you better more time. Now, then, more senior man. That 10 years, you all can cry a pay. Now, I am 2 boxing because you don't see the beer grable. yɛnte ɛboa so no nso sɛ medam ase mekyia ne ɔna
yɛso yɛda ase yɛntoa so wɔntumi anyina line no so yɛmfa deɛ ɔdi hɔ wodi ne baabi akasa firi na de wasɛm atoa so. Hello. Yes sir. Boys in the yanko.
This is what I've been talking about. That Kotoko needs good structures because we are Kotoko team now. Structures na nyejuma. I'm at Kotoko team na tetia pansan. So this is a sign of say structures no matter today near me welcome. We need more. If we are be na Kotoko team no up and down.
Okay, boys in the that say. Udi baby akase fina do asma to aso.
Saka mse go new.
Mse se go yanko.
Saka patana ayi take a lot na waba no ayi best na obeye training no
say
me se pitch be no best training pitch be
ombe ni nyina
ene ka ane ko bunye nyina na mako na ba
na so no mo yeso en sanwe
edi wo na ko akohwe
ai
o papa yo be fu papa
odi baby akasa fina de wasma to aso
Guru odene huni
odene o yetiu
Guru ba boku wo radio so ba te ne mam ya biama me ko ma to me because o je tie ba bi pa nsam a ye ka fa board yi ho no ata board ni ne hwe de makotoko na me nhyamo nko so na munya nyuma pa se ya ye dam pani fu afi so o mo so di mi o ma pa bu akwa so ye se bebre se nya botama pani fu no no mo no ma fa de makotoko bo na me nyamo ka sia na
yeda se odene odin baby akasa fina de wasma to aso
Nidin de wana bu na yawo na ka fi fatini town
honorable nana yawo yetiu
ai na ga mbeza me kare se kotoko eri da nya botama kotoko boy kotoko ya nya botama kotoko nya ya diro wa ya ntiaze kotoko tim se kotoko tim biya tim be kotoko ojo wa won ntiaze